Today we are starting learning target 19, which is the final learning target of Unit 3, so be prepared for a test either the end of this week or early next week. And this learning target is on standard form. What is standard form, you might ask? Standard form is going to be capital A times X plus capital B times Y equal to C, where A, B, and C are all real numbers, and A and B are not both 0. So what we're going to do with this standard form is we're going to be taking a look this week at how it fits in with slope-intercept form as well as point-slope form. So the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to graph these different equations by finding the x and y intercepts. Now this doesn't sound all that different from what we did just last week. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this now. Our first problem is 2x plus 5y equal to 10. So our first step is going to be, let's substitute in 0 for x and solve for y to get that y-intercept. So if I put in 0 for x, I get 2 times 0 plus 5y equal to 10. So 2 times 0 is 0, which is nice because then I get 5y equal to 10. I divide both sides by 5. Which gives me y equal to 2. So my y-intercept is 0, 2. And as you can probably guess, step 2 is going to be substitute 0 in for y and solve for x. So when I do that, I get 2 times x plus 5 times 0, because y is now 0, equal to 10, which this will then drop out, giving me 2x equal to 10. Divide both sides by 2, which gives me x is equal to 5. So my x-intercept is going to be 5, 0. And then that final step obviously is going to be to graph the points and draw the line. So if I graph my points, I've got 0, 2, and I've got 5, 0. Please make sure you count carefully because some of you are off by 1 because you're not counting carefully. And then you're going to draw your line to connect your points. Let's take a look at another example here. I've got negative 3x plus 4y equal to 6. So the first thing that we're going to do is put in 0 for x to get our y-intercept. Now, it doesn't really matter whether you put in 0 for x or 0 for y first. I like to put in 0 for x first because it helps me out. So I have negative 3 times 0 plus 4y equal to 6. So that gives me 4y equal to 6. And when I divide by 4, I get y equal to 6 over 4, which simplifies to 3 over 2. Which if I turn into a mixed number for number purposes, 1 and 1/2, which for me is a lot easier to look at. So my y-intercept is 0, 1, and 1/2. Now the second part is going to be putting in now 0 for y and solving for x. So I've got negative 3x equal to, sorry, not equal, I keep doing that to you. Negative 3x plus 4 times 0 equal to 6. That 4 times 0 drops out because it turns to 0. We get negative 3x equal to 6. Divide by negative 3, which gives you x is equal to negative 2. So my ordered pair is negative 2, 0. So now I'm going to go ahead and graph those. I got 0, 1.5, which is partway in between. Makes it easier if you have a little bit bigger graph paper or can zoom in on your iPad. And negative 2, 0. Draw my lines to connect my points, and I am done. The second part is to graph the line if your intercepts are given. So you're not even given that equation. We're just kind of practicing this because there's a lot of you that during learning target 17 you could get the x and y intercept, but it was interesting how you were having problems with graphing it. So our first step is to write those x and y intercepts as ordered pairs. So my x-intercept is negative 6, so that would be negative 6, 0. And my y-intercept is 2, So that would be 0, 2. And well, several of you got intercepts confused with slope, which we got to make sure that we're not confusing those. And then finally, plot the intercepts and draw the line. So I have -6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0, and 0, 2. Please make sure that you're going left or right before you go up or down, because otherwise your intercepts will be reversed and that will create a wrong line. Draw your line and connect it. So you can go ahead and take a look at this next one. We have an x-intercept of 4 and a y-intercept of -3. So my x-intercept is 4, so it means 4, 0. And my y-intercept is -3, which means 0, -3. So now I can go ahead and plot these points. We go to the right 4 and stay on the x-axis. 0, -3, we'll go down 3, and then we can connect our points. So now what you need to do is go ahead and do the U-try problem. We only have one of them today. On graphing x minus 6y equal to 12 using the x and y intercepts, and then write your summary and go ahead and bring questions to class.